Okay, welcome everybody to the Senior Athletic Awards Bank, or I guess it's ceremony now, it used to be a banquet. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight. The PG board members would like to, for PG board members, Dr. Findy, Dr. Smith, parents, coaches, supporters, and most importantly, our esteemed senior student athletes. It is with immense pleasure that I welcome you to the Pottsgrove Booster Club Senior Awards ceremony tonight. We gather here to honor our exceptional high school student athletes, remarkable achievements, dedication, and resilience. This is my 5th year hosting the Senior Awards ceremony for the Booster Club, but this year is special for me because your sports journey, for those here, coincided with my first years in youth sports as a coach and administrator. As I was putting the video together, and some of your parents were kind enough to send in your youth photos, I can remember what some of you look like out on the soccer field or at T-ball. As a coach of many of you, I apologize for my inexperience, but we're glad that many of you continue playing sports despite my guidance in your younger years. Sports have always held a special place in my heart, not only for the thrill of competition, but for the invaluable life lessons they impart. Throughout our countless hours of training, sacrifices, and forged bonds, you have displayed exemplary commitment, teamwork, and unwavering spirit. Each of you embody the true essence of sportsmanship both on and off the field. That's why we win the sportsmanship every year, right? Or at least most of the years. I would like to thank all of you who have volunteered for the Booster Club throughout the years, parents. A special thanks to this year's board members, Julie Schermacher, who has a senior here. I don't know if she's running around getting stuff ready for later or if she's out here. Erica Lucas, Pam and Tom Ball, and Nora Shire. They all have played an important part in making tonight possible through their fundraising efforts and support of the club. We recognize also tonight that behind every extraordinary student athlete stands a group of unsung heroes, their families. Tonight, we would like to acknowledge and pay tribute to the immense sacrifices these important people have made to support your dreams and aspirations. From the earliest days, our athletes' sporting journeys, our families have been there, cheering from the sidelines, offering words of encouragement, and providing unwavering support. They've sacrificed countless hours, dedicated their time and energy to ensuring that each of you have every opportunity to succeed. Early morning practices, long drives to tournament, late nights waiting for their child to return home from away games. These are just a few of the countless sacrifices that our families have made. But it doesn't stop there. Our families have also played the role of cheerleaders, counselors, and confidants. They have celebrated the victories, wiped away the tears of defeat, and offered a listening ear during moments of doubt. Their love and unwavering belief in their athletes' abilities has provided the foundation upon which our senior student athletes have built their successes. To the family members gathered here tonight, we express our deepest gratitude for your sacrifices that you have made. Your dedication, love, and unwavering support have been the driving force behind the achievements we honor tonight. You have been the pillars of strength, always ready to uplift and encourage your athletes, no matter the outcome. Your selflessness has not gone unnoticed, and we celebrate your commitment to nurturing our athletes' dreams. Please, everyone, give a hand to all the families here tonight. Equally deserving of recognition tonight are our exceptional coaches who've dedicated themselves to honing the skills and talents of our athletes. Their unwavering commitment, expertise, and passion have instilled in our athletes the belief that anything is possible with hard work and determination. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the coaches for their tireless efforts. Let's also give a hand to the coaches. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to our senior athletes on their remarkable accomplishments. May this award ceremony serve as a reminder of the incredible potential every one of you possess, not only on the field, but in every aspect of your future. I look forward to seeing all of your successes in sports and in life. Thank you all for joining us tonight and supporting our athletes throughout their journey. Let's get the evening commence. I think Dr. Finnerty is up next.
Thank you, Bob. Bob left out a couple of people that definitely deserve thanks. Him and his team. So thank you. I truly want to thank the boosters and Bob in particular for all the work that he does. If you would, please join me. Thank you. In my role, I get to spend a lot of long days and late nights here, and you see a significant number of people that are here putting in the time to make it great for you guys. And it's the stipends that they get don't justify the work they do. Their contribution is huge. So just to list a few people. Mr. Ansbach. Mr. Ansbach, his car's in this lot more than it's not. So thank you so much for all that you do to make these seasons work. I truly appreciate it. At the middle school level, Mr. Schreiber does the same thing. Working with our 7th and 8th graders, getting them ready to get out here when they get to high school, so thank you. And I know Bob already thanked the coaches, but 2 hands is better than 1. So another hand for the coaches. And I know it's a lot of clapping, but lastly, I do want to talk about a couple other groups that are highly invested in making this place great. Our buildings and grounds folks, the work that they do to get fields and the facilities ready for you to enjoy is tremendous. And then a couple of unsung heroes. Getting these fields ready and getting the planning for these fields and the facilities takes a lot of work. One of the things, and I do hope you stay engaged. I know you're seniors and you're thinking, I'm out, man. I'm ready for the next story, and I'm there with you. I get it. I hope there's always at least a part of you that's here. I hope your heart is in part still here, and I hope you care about what happens in the Grove. One of the things that we're working really hard is to invest in the facilities so that the kids that are coming down the road have high quality facilities and making that happen. There's a lot of work behind the scenes for that. But we do it all for you. We show up for you. Personally, I know I'm not alone in saying this. The reason I go to so many games, and I wish I could go to more, it's not because it's my job. It's because I truly enjoy seeing you guys compete and seeing you leave it all out there and seeing the pride that you have for this community. So thank you very much. I wish you well, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the next, 2 weeks? And with that, I'm going to introduce Dr. Jeff Smith, principal.
All right, thank you, Dr. Finnerty. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and thank you to the coaches and families for your support of these fine young men and women throughout their athletic journeys. Without your support, we obviously would not be here tonight celebrating all these amazing accomplishments. In high school, way back when, I played football and I wrestled, big part of my life. I also played football and wrestled in college. When my time with sports ended on the field and on the mat, I started coaching. So athletics were a very, very big part of my life, and they taught me a lot about life. So I just need to share just a little bit of wisdom from my high school coaches. So that's where my best lessons came from. I wasn't all state. I was not all county. I was not all league. I worked hard, and I was very coachable. And my coaches told me, and they taught me, that it's not about being the best, It's about being your best. It's about being your best each and every day. Most importantly, as a human, as a friend, as a brother, as a sister. So this is transferred into my adult life. I mean, I still text my high school football coach at least once a month, and he reminds me about how important it is to be a good person. So I try every day to be the best that I can be, and some days are really hard, but for each of you, for our young people, regardless of what's ahead, work hard, don't ever quit, and think about what it takes to be your best each and every day. You don't have to be the best. So congratulations, and I'd now like to introduce Mr. Ansbach.
So parents that were here earlier, I thank you for coming back today. Turned it over. So here we are, class of 2024. Parents, guardians, coaches, athletic staff, administration, school board directors, and most importantly, you, our 2024 senior athletic class. Welcome to tonight's ceremony. Seniors, what a ride it has been as a Pottsgrove athlete. Just think, your overall experience, and specifically the last 4 years here at the Grove. You came into your high school career with adversity staring you right in the face due to the pandemic. Some of us were at home taking virtual classes during the day, and some were in person. Then we came together in the afternoons. Right from the beginning of our high school career, we worked together to make interscholastic athletics work and learn from the beginning how to handle adversity in life the best we could. We made it work together as athletes. Now sitting here in this gym 4 years later, can you believe your journey as a Falcon athlete is coming to a close? What happened to the time? My hope is that your commitment to Pottsgrove athletics has helped you gain valuable skills such as the adversity I just mentioned a few seconds ago that will help you with future success. As you leave the locker rooms, the gymnasiums, our playing service here at the Grove, please use those life skills as you continue your journey through various stages of your life. Trust me, these skills through athletics will pay off as I personally rely on them every day as a parent, as a husband, as a friend, as a colleague, and as your athletic director. You may not believe me now, but I promise I will see you in a few years and you will say, Ansbach, you were right. Together, we have grown over the last 4 years through participation in scholastic sports, and more importantly, our experiences in positive relationships amongst everyone involved has continued our family atmosphere, which I couldn't be more proud of. Thank you for the respect that you've given me on a daily basis and for being you. Tonight, our senior athletes who RSVP'd tonight and those that signed up late will be receiving a plaque celebrating your participation in scholastic sports. This plaque represents your hard work, your dedication, and the emotions that you've experienced as a student athlete. I encourage you to look at this plaque from time to time and remind yourselves of the bonds you had with your teammates, your coaches, the competitions, and most importantly, the memories you created from your athletic experience here in the Pottsgrove School District. This is a night of many thank yous, and I know there was already a lot of them, so I will go through them, but again, we don't want to miss anyone. Our Booster Club, they are responsible for organizing this ceremony. Your continued volunteer efforts, the Thursday night meetings, your investment of personal time in the success of our student athletes is very appreciated. Without your support throughout the year and fundraising efforts, this night wouldn't occur. Thank you. Our parents sitting in the bleachers, thank you for serving an important role through the development of your son and daughter. Throughout their career here at Pottsgrove, we are grateful for your unwavering support and the positive support of Pottsgrove athletics. Athletes, when you leave here tonight, and again, this is about you, but it's also about your parents and your guardians, please make sure you thank them. Tell them that you love them for all that they have done for you over your career as a student athletes. Your parents have sacrificed a lot of time, energy, and even dollars so you could participate in sports. Please don't forget, without your parents and guardians, athletics would not be possible. We would also like to thank our school board of directors for their constant support of our athletic and co-curricular programs in the district. Together, we continue to provide opportunities to help you excel as lifelong learners. Thank you, school board. And to our entire administrative team, thank you for your support of student athletes and programs. And to our coaching staff sitting here, thank you. It takes many moving parts to effectively run our athletic department. Collectively, we are all one piece of the puzzle, of the big puzzle, to provide athletic opportunities for our student athletes. I watch the relationships that our student athletes have with many of you due to your ongoing dedication to Pottsgrove sports. Our senior athletes will be more successful in life because of you. The commitment, dedication, and detail that is put into our craft of coaching with the growing demands of interscholastic sports is so very much appreciated. It's a privilege to work with you. Mrs. Winter, who's sitting here, my administrative assistant, thank you for embracing what we do, how we do it, and keeping me in check daily. She is the face of the athletic department. My service learners, 3 of them out of the 4 who are here, seniors Jessica Carroll, McKenna Parker, juniors Ethan Chambers, and Jana Strunk, who is our photographer tonight. Thank you for being my service learners and reminding me on the importance of daily personal connections with students. We have learned a lot from each other, and I appreciate all the help this year. And finally, to my wife, who's not here, because we've had rescheduled baseball games. Parents, you know what that looks like, so we're multitasking with 2 games tonight. I want to publicly thank her, PCTV, thank you, Gus Ellis, to let her know, thank her for letting this place be my second home and for her constant support. I appreciate the daily sacrifices that help make me be as successful as I can. It takes a special person to be the wife of an athletic director, and I am very thankful for her continuous support. As you can see from everybody that spoke before me, there are many thank yous and moving parts in the athletic department. We have an amazing team of people that work for one common goal, and it's our students. And now, again, our 2024 class. Are you feeling it now? Like we had commitment day, now it's 2024, it is real. Thank you for your commitment to athletics at Pottsgrove. You have done many positive things for your community, your school district, and our athletic programs. I want to leave you with this final message. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself as you leave Pottsgrove. Adversity and being uncomfortable at times is good because it makes you stronger to continue as you continue to grow through your journey post-Pottsgrove. With the willingness and effort to achieve, all of you can accomplish a lot in life if you stay focused on the goal. Oh, and remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. It's been a wonderful 4-year ride. Again, seniors, thank you for being you. Go Grove. So as I mentioned before, we will start with our winter sports programs for our coaches' recognition. We go in season, so last year was the fall, so we will start with our winter, and the first coach we are going to call up is our first-year head coach here at Pottsgrove, Coach Morton in girls basketball.
I guess it's appropriate that basketball tips this off, so we'll see how I do. All right, first I'd like to thank my high school coaching staff as well as the middle school coaching staff for all the hard work and dedication that they put in. I'd also like to recognize and congratulate all the seniors that are here tonight that are going to be recognized. As a first-year coach coming in, coaching for many years at other places, but as a first-year coach coming in, knowing that I'm going to have a couple seniors, it can only go really one of 2 ways in my opinion. Either they're going to be disruptive and kind of go through the motions because they're on their way out, as you guys are feeling now with senioritis, or they're going to buy in and they're going to be the foundation for your program moving forward. At a very first meeting, there were 2 seniors that came down along with other players. And I had done a little research prior to interviewing for the job, but once I met them, I knew we were going to have a strong foundation and they were going to go with option 2 and be the building blocks of where the Pottsgrove program goes. About a week or 2 later, we started Summer League. And Michaela Ekman, one of our senior captains, she's involved in a lot of other sports and a lot of activities. But she always let me know when she would be able to make summer league, when she would be at open gym, and when she wasn't going to be able to be there. She was engaged. She was part of the program. Jess Carroll was there from the first meeting, just about every summer league game except when she went on her extravagant trips, and she was the leader of the team throughout the summer. That summer team consisted mostly of returning players, but mostly 7th graders going into 8th grade that following year. She took them under her wing and became their leader. Once the season started, she didn't stop. She continued to be the leader of this program. When she was unavailable to play due to injury, we were a different team. Her tenacity, her toughness, her leadership on the floor carried through everybody. When she wasn't available, we played different. When the end of the season came and we had to go to our all-league meeting, I had told Steve in advance, I said, hey, you might get a phone call if Jess isn't selected first team because I might not react very well. As it turned out, the other coaches in the league knew what I already knew, that she was the best player. She was the overall vote getter in our division for the pack. That was vindication to what I already knew about Jess and about this team, that it isn't always about being the best player, the most skilled, or scoring the most points, or hitting the most threes. It's about your teammates. It's about the little things. It's about trying to be a complete player. Our 2024 Senior Award winner for basketball is Jessica Carroll.
Coach Palladino, boys basketball.
Before I present my Coach's Award, I want to thank a few people too. First and foremost, as already echoed numerous times, I want to thank the Boosters Club for putting this wonderful event together. I always enjoy coming in here and listening to the different stories from the various coaches, you know, in the school, and just hearing about the different athletes. It's very enjoyable for me. I also would like to thank Mr. Ansbach for his countless hours that he puts in throughout the year. He's very passionate about his job. He's always willing to help us whenever we ask and listen to our concerns. Also like to thank my assistant coaches, Marcus Marshall, Anthony Abson, Bryce Carter, my 9th grade coach, Marilyn Eaton, and my 2 junior high coaches, Jim Algio and Kevin Groff, for all their hard work that they do throughout the year. And finally, at this time, I would like to congratulate all the seniors for all their accomplishments, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever career path you may choose. This year, I had the opportunity to work with 3 outstanding individuals, Isaac Martin, Gabe Rinda, and Nadir Ward. These 3 young men were fun to be around and an absolute joy to coach. Each one of these individuals came to practice each day with a positive attitude and dedicated work ethic. These young men, along with their teammates, were able to finish the season with an 11-11 record, which was the most wins by a boys basketball team in over 5 years. So please join me in thanking these 3 young men for their hard work, dedication, that they displayed through the season. Each year, we as coaches were asked to select just one player to receive our Coach's Award. I always have a difficult time picking just one, and this year is no different. The person receiving our Coach's Award tonight has made a great impact on our program, not just this past season, but over the course of 3 years that I've been here. In game 1 of his sophomore year, he splashed onto the scene, and in his first varsity start, he scored 25 points. And at one point in the first half, he scored 17 consecutive points in a row in a tournament opening win against Daniel Boone. Following that game, he remained a fixture in the starting lineup for the Falcons at the guard position over the next 3 seasons. This player had a very high basketball IQ and was very dependable with the ball in his hands. On most nights, he was the team leader in scoring and assists and was by far the best and most consistent free throw shooter. He's also a great teammate, just well respected by his teammates and just a great all-around teammate. He served as captain for the last 2 years and was one of the catalysts in helping us to our 11 wins this past season. He was named as second team All-Frontier Division the last 2 seasons and was also named honorable mention All-Mercury as well. As good of a player as he was on the court, he was an even better student and citizen off of it. He did not miss a practice during his 3 years and was able to maintain honor status in the classroom. He was a leader on our team and well respected by his teammates and coaches. This gentleman is going to be a very difficult piece to replace in our program. We wish him all the well as he enters his next chapter of life and he gets set to attend Westchester University where he'll study education. On behalf of the boys basketball program, our Coaches Award goes to Gabe Rinda.
Bowling, Coach Witkowski.
All right, I also would like to thank the boosters for this great banquet. Administration, Mr. Ansbach, thank you guys for all your support. Coach Reinhardt's not here today, I don't think, but I'd also like to thank her for her support and all the time we put in coaching. Parents and players, also thank you. For this year's Coaches Award, we look for the type of personality that brings the team together. Each of these bowlers has improved every year and helps the team get closer and closer. This year's Coaches Award goes to Lizzie McAllister and Corey Herbsled. And Corey's going on next year to bowl at Robert Morris University.
Indoor track, Coach Wright.
All good? Great. I would also like to thank the boosters and the administration of Pottsgrove for allowing me to be in charge of the winter track program. For the parents and the seniors, good luck in the future. Regarding what I look for in leadership, I look for what you would believe is that people sometimes complain about running in track. So usually when I have to remind them that we're here to run, I look for the kids to show leadership and say, yes, this is track and field, and you do have to run the 400. But the overall success of the track and field program has been led by the senior class of 2024 and all the seniors that traveled to New York with me. Apologize to the parents when we got back at 3:45 in the morning. We'll try not to do that again. But when I see leadership, which I saw at the Armory in Manhattan, the young man stepped up when he saw a teammate upset. Teammate did not do well. He went out of his way to praise and make sure that he was okay, and he did the right thing to show leadership. And for my boys award, which there's two, there'll be a girls award, for my boys award for the winter track season,
is Jason Peters. And for my young lady who's been with me for 4 years. She does everything I ask. Quiet, never complains, but I appreciate everything that she's done, and she's going to have a very successful life. And my senior award winner for girls winter track, Amber Zawizliak.
There's one program you never want to make mad, and it's cheerleading, and I skipped over cheerleading, so I apologize, Coach Harris. Cheerleading.
I have no idea what he means. I never get mad. Dogs get mad. I'm always nice. All right, first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out. Seniors, congratulations. Good luck. I wish you well. I want to thank my assistant coach, Coach Nugent. Without her, then I probably would be mad. How about that? But she's great, thank you. And thanks, Mr. Onspach and Diane. Thank you. All right, so the recipient for the Winter Coaches Award goes to a super young lady with strong positive characteristics and a great spirit. She was the captain for both the fall and winter seasons, both her junior and senior year. She has been on the squad for 4 years. She is an excellent leader and is great at execution. She always came prepared, and because of that, our practices ran smoothly. She loves cheer and is committed to the sport. She's very engaged. She is always willing to help her fellow cheerleaders. In the fall, she will be attending Westchester, majoring in communications with minors in coaching and exercise science. The Winter Coaches Award goes to McKenna Parker.
Coach Deal, swimming.
I'd also like to do a quick congratulations to the seniors. Thank you to parents and administration for all the work you guys do. I'd also like to thank my assistant coach, Coach Hughes. Not being in the building myself all day does add some extra challenges to this, and he picks up all the slack, and I really wouldn't be able to do it without him. This season, we had 2 girls that were both great candidates for our Coaches Award. They were both difference makers. They were both very hardworking and dedicated. They were both good captains. They were both on relays that set school records and advanced to the state championship. But in the end, we had to choose one. I started coaching our girls award winner the summer after I graduated college 11 years ago. I have pictures to prove it. She has always had a fun personality since that first summer when she was in the 8 and unders age group. And one of the greatest things to see as a coach is that she never lost that. She's been dedicated and working hard all these years, but she's also always been there for her teammates, no matter what. On the boys' side of things, it was a difficult decision as well. This year, all of our senior boys were first-timers on our team. Some had swam competitively before, and some were just learning the different strokes for the first time. Now, joining a competitive swim team for the first time in high school can be very intimidating. On one side of the pool, you're learning the basics, And then on the other side, you have state quality swimmers. Over the past years, no matter how much encouragement we give, some of these first timers just get discouraged and unfortunately quit. They don't always have the physical or the mental strengthness to stick with it. But our Boys Coaches Award winner, who was one of these, learning for the first time, he stuck with it. I think he realized on day one just how exhausting swimming can be, but he never backed down from the challenge. He was there every day pushing himself and was eager to learn new skills. I think he wishes he had joined our team earlier, but I know I wish he had joined earlier. Our Coaches Award winners are Kennedy Kroc and Matt Walmsley.
Coach Scott, Unified Bocce.
It's my pleasure to be here tonight to deliver the Coaches Award for Unified Bocce. And just want to take a minute and thank the parents. I get the sacrifice with that. Also wanted to thank my assistant coach. We'll let you in the audience tonight. You can be mom, okay? But Coach Caffrey is right here with me. And this was my first year coaching this unified sport for the district, and only the second year since its inception, so no pressure. Okay. I had the enthusiasm, but I lacked any real experience with bocce besides playing it at the beach. So I lucked out that Coach Caffrey was back for another year in her capacity as assistant coach. And besides that, I was relying on parents, athletes, and partners to have abundant grace with the newbie, and they did. If you're not familiar, Unified Sports relies on our athletes being paired with student partners, and then both participate in their given sport. So we met twice weekly for practices and matches from November through February. We were very blessed to have a returning member of the bocce team who was very motivated to help this newbie. And this student consistently donated her 7th period to assist me with prep and for the matches and the practices. And she willingly engaged with and worked beside our athletes to help focus them and be a big cheerleader. I appreciated her desire to make it a valuable experience for everybody involved. I also appreciated the role modeling that she provided to underclassmen partners, as we definitely need more of them, and we definitely need them to be engaged. It's not a surprise that she intends to continue her education at Shippensburg in the field of special education. For these reasons, the Unified Bocce Coaches Award is presented to Corinne Hudak.
Next up, Coach Galata Wrestling. We have two coaches here tonight, that aren't here tonight, Coach Madden and Coach Bonowitz. I find it interesting that they're both retired. So is this like the season where retirees go away prior to like the kids getting out for college and all the families go on vacation? But we're glad to have Coach Galata here to present our wrestling award.
Back up. All right, first I want to thank Coach Ansbach. Thank you, the parents. Thank you, the athletes. You know, it's been, you know, quite a pleasure. It's been my 3rd year here at Pottsgrove coaching, and, you know, it's been just amazing. This athlete that I'm going to speak about a little bit, you know, I'm going to read off some stats, but it doesn't describe exactly the type of person he is. Overall record, he was 67 and 38. 74% of his total wins were bonus. So in wrestling, if you win by 8 points, 15 points, or by pin, that's considered bonus points. So 74% by bonus points. 50 of his overall matches of those 67 were bonus points. This athlete had 32 falls in his career. 18 of them were in his senior year. He placed twice at the Governor Mifflin tournament, placed fifth. He placed fifth at the PAC Champions in 2023. He was first team All-League in 2022 and 2023. District 1 All-Academic 23 and 24. All-State Academic 2024. The stats don't really like it. They don't explain the type of man he is. Through the tears, through the blood, the frustrating days of waking up at 6 a.m. and running, this athlete did whatever it would take just to get his hand raised. Only wrestling for 5 years, counting that COVID year, it was amazing to see the amount of growth that, it's not even, you can't measure it, but you can only feel it when you're standing next to this guy. There's stories that I could stand up here and tell about, some of the days you would come in and, Coach, my legs hurt. Can we get a recovery day? Coach, can you stretch me out today? I'm not feeling it. Or the days to where, he was asking me to be his practice partner because he needed to get a couple extra pounds off. But through those days, through those memories, I'll never forget them. And, his growth is still going on. He's going to continue his education. So this award goes to Nate Gillen.
Switching to spring sports, baseball, Coach Nash.
First off, I want to thank the Booster Club, the administration, all of our senior athletes, my assistant coaches, and Mrs. Winter and Coach Ansbach. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. When I received word 3 years ago that we had a sophomore transferring in who played baseball, I didn't think much of it. We never get so lucky to have a stud dropped on our laps. Boy, was I wrong. When Ricky showed up on the first day of tryouts, I almost had to rub my eyes and make sure I wasn't being fooled. He was a complete package, could hit, run, throw, everything looked so natural. It was great to know we had him for the next 3 years. In his junior year, one of my funnier stories with Ricky, one of the first workouts he said to me, Coach Nash, I got recruited by my first college. I was thrilled for him and asked him what college it was. Ricky's face changed to a confused look and he responded, I don't know, it's in Jersey. His first college experience and he couldn't even remember the name. Of course, Ricky's skill set was great, but it was his personality and coachability that made him stand out to me. Ricky was always willing to do whatever the team asked of him, whether it be play outfield, play first base, bat at the top of the order or the middle of the order. He did whatever was asked without complaint, except for pitching, but we won't dive into that. I'm sad to see Ricky graduate, but very excited to see what he does at the next level on and off the baseball field. I know he will excel whatever he puts his mind to. Our 2024 Baseball Coaches Award goes to Ricky Scott.
Coach Shearer, girls lacrosse.
It's sheer, by the way. You think he would know that by now, but anyway. Thank you all for being here tonight. So for those of you that don't know me, I have spent the last 18 years on the other side of the road at Pottstown. So this is my first year at Pottsgrove. So thank you for welcoming me over here along with Coach Morton and Coach Palladino that I spent some time over there as well. So I appreciate being here. While my time here has been short, I had the opportunity to connect with a great group of girls. And as a coach, I've always considered the seniors an extension of our coaching staff. They support our athletes, our younger athletes. They are leaders on the field, but I also ask them, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? How are you feeling about this, right? We want to know what they're thinking because it's important. It's their program as well. The 2024 seniors not only supported me in my first year at Pottsgrove, but they also took on a special role because we had 19 underclassmen. That's a lot. You guys are seniors. You know what freshmen feel like, right? That's a lot to take on. So not only did they come out there and do their job, but they also supported their teammates as they were learning how to play a varsity sport really fast. Attitude, effort, and how you face adversity are very important aspects of coaching to me, right? As an athlete, how do you handle those things? What is your attitude? What is your effort? What do you do when things are going well? What do you do when they're not going well, right? Those are all very important pieces of being a strong athlete. Hannah Kumpf not only took on the role as a leadership, but she also exemplified these pillars. Hannah was out there always working very hard, spending lots of time on the field, but also taking those athletes that we threw out there, those freshmen, and teaching them how to play lacrosse because we didn't have another choice, right? If you're a freshman, you got to get in there, you got to figure this out. She did it with grace and grit. She did it through adversity, and she was always asking the coaches, how could she be better? What can I do differently? She'd run over to the side like, what can I do differently? How can I be better? And the answer was always, keep doing what you're doing, right? You're doing a great job, keep supporting your teammates, and keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. Unfortunately, Hannah's not with us tonight, so our award winner for the girls lacrosse for 2024 is Hannah Kumpf.
In his first year as head coach of our boys lacrosse program, along with Coach Shearer, Coach Brandon Wirtz.
Like Steve said, Brendan Wirtz, first year as the head coach. However, I have had the ability to coach these senior class since they were freshmen. Their first season here at Pottsgrove was also my first season here. So being able to come in as a first-year coach and see this freshman class and, not really know how the high school coaching scene was going to be. Mr. Galt was the coach at the time. And then the next year they got a new head coach. And then that head coach left and left the ability for me to step in. So this class has been very special in having 3 different head coaches out of the 4 years that they've been here. So the senior athlete that we would like to acknowledge is one that the culture that I've brought in and trying to change on the team, this student hasn't had to change anything. Through the 3 head coaches that have stepped up and been their coaches in all these years, this is one athlete who didn't change at all because he didn't need to. The work ethic, the drive in and out of the classroom has always been there, whether it's November and snowing or it's spring and it's 90 degrees on the turf. This athlete exemplifies what this new coaching staff is trying to pursue. So this year we would like to acknowledge Luke Mankins.
Coach Bedard, softball.
Before announcing the softball team coaches award recipient, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the amazing group of collective seniors we've had the privilege of having in our program this year. First, to our manager, Trevor Knoll, thank you for all of your hard work, dedication, and your commitment to our team. Where's Trevor? Thanks, Trevor. I don't know why I was looking in the stands. Thank you so much. Trevor was always there before everybody at the bases, all set to go on the field, always helping out with practice drills, keeping the book. I know I speak for everyone when I say we will truly miss you next year. To our senior players, Lizzie McAllister, Avery Gleason, Jenica Dopwell, Michaela Ekman, and Bailey Peischer, Each of you contributed your own unique strengths, talents, and characteristics to our common cause. The decision to select only one individual for this award was incredibly tough, and that is a testament to the caliber of leadership and talent within this senior class. Thank you all for your contributions to our program. We wish you the best of luck in your future, and we will sorely miss you next year. Regarding our award winner, during her career here at the Grove, she has had 13 career home runs, 90 hits, and 80 RBIs. Over her tenure playing infield for 4 years, she only made 3 errors, which is extremely impressive. This level of consistency speaks volumes about her skill, discipline, and commitment to excellence. This player's impact is more than just her statistics on the field. Her leadership to her teammates, passion for the game, and drive to win is remarkable. It is my honor to present the Softball Coaches Award to Avery Gleason.
Home of the PCTV network, Coach Tellis, boys tennis. You need me to go down there? It's a dream of mine.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly a blessing to coach the great kids here at Pottsgrove, and I don't take it lightly. I won't hold you up. I know these speeches get long. I would like to thank administration, Steve, and especially my assistant coach. What a great guy. What a unselfish, it's the best coach I could ever have, and I'm blessed to have him. So I want to thank him. Now, this boys' season was exceptionally decent. It was good. I have nothing to complain about. The boys gave it all, and I think they enjoyed themselves for the most part. We had a great deal of talent in the middle of the team, and this story is going to tell you why I chose the player I chose. The story goes as this. We were mid-season, and we had to make some changes because kids weren't there, and we had to change partners. So this young man, we had to change his partner, and I could tell he wasn't really happy. And not only did I change his partner, I dropped him 1 tier in the lineup, meaning to third doubles. He wasn't happy. His face told me that, okay? And I said, oh my God, I'm gonna have to hear moaning later. You know, he's gonna be upset. So after that practice was over, that particular practice where I gave him the news, I noticed him in the corner of the tennis courts. And you know, he was collecting the tennis balls, helping us out. See, that's integrity. That's doing something good when no one's looking. And I said to myself, man, he's unhappy. He doesn't even like me right now. But he is serving the team, and he's so unselfish. I could go on, and I know you guys want to get out of here, so I'll stop. But Justin Strisik is my Player Coaches Award.
Track and field, Coach Wright.
These two individuals have been with the track and field program for the 4 years that I've been with the track and field program. And what I like about these two individuals, where I like all the seniors that are on the track and field team, they did everything I asked. When I talked about winter, sometimes the kids will complain about running and they're in track. But these two individuals did not. And these two individuals excelled to the point that they have school records, along with making district championships over the weekend. And with the young man, with all the situations with the relay team, You never complained. You did whatever we asked, and you helped that team make it to the District 1 championships, along with the young lady who has been a part of the relay team since she was a freshman. And the young lady I had to tell not to do 2 events back to back because it was affecting her performance, and she still wanted to do it. So I appreciate the leadership. Good things are in the future for you too. My male award winner for spring track, Ajir Trammell. And my female award winner, Allison Hakes.
So Coach DeStefano could not be here tonight. She came down with a sickness and couldn't make it through the day. So she reached out and asked me if it was okay. She wasn't feeling good, if I could present for Unified Track and Field, which I have the honor to do so tonight. Pottsgrove High School is a unified champion school which promotes social inclusion through acceptance, respect, and human dignity for all students with and without intellectual disabilities. Our unified track and field team had 13 participants this year. The senior who exemplified excellence, respect, and human dignity was Liam Lappick. Liam not only PR'd in his individual events, but went above and beyond to ensure all athletes felt included. Congratulations, Liam, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Moving on to our fall sports program. Coach Dugan, boys and girls cross country.
First, congrats to all the seniors. I know you guys are very excited to get out of here because I definitely was at this point in my senior year. Also, thank you to Mr. Ansbach for allowing all of the support this year and the extra support that I needed with my new job. Our 2 standout runners and our seniors this year were Brian Castro and Bella Curlin. Bella Curlin is a cross-country veteran who managed one of the most difficult sports, as well as a very difficult schedule, balancing marching band, National Honor Society, a VEDM, and a slew of other clubs. She always made time to come to practices and make us aware of when she was going to be late or missing. She helped recruit new members and helps keep the team on track. Brian Castro, he was a walk-on senior this year and quickly became our top male runner and a team leader. He earned a scholarship to compete with both track and field and cross country at Newman University, and he's going to do incredible things for their program. I already know it. Not only did he show tremendous progress this year, but he also was an excellent role model for his teammates and showed exemplary sportsmanship at every meet, staying back, cleaning up the bus, cleaning up the area that we were sitting in, and making sure he congratulated everyone he competed against. Thank you guys for making it a wonderful season to coach, and good luck on your future endeavors.
Coach Coleman, field hockey.
Hello. First off, congratulations to many of you seniors who probably know me since you've played field hockey or lacrosse at some level in your youth because I run field hockey and basketball for our youth program. Bryce, I remember you. Avery, you didn't continue playing basketball, but congratulations anyway. But I am awarding someone who actually I did not coach when they were in their youth. I didn't get to them till they were in high school. This is my first year as a coach for Pottsgrove. And this player, I got their name wrong probably the entire season until we began. But then I'm like, who is this girl? She's very fast. She's very strong. She's confident. She's learned the game. She wants to continue to learn the game, and it's her senior year. Most end up giving up by then, but she wanted to continue to learn new skills. She implemented them, and she just always also never wanted to get off the field. She's running at zero energy, and I'm like, okay, get off the field. And she's like, no, I've got another minute. And I'm like, seriously, you're gonna make me lose my job if you don't take a break? So this person gets the award. It is not Abby, it is Allie Hakes.
Coach Hawthorne, football.
Thank you to Steve, and thank you to the Booster Club for holding this special event for our senior student athletes and supporting all sports programs throughout the year. I would like to congratulate all the award winners tonight. These young men and women are a pleasure to watch on the sports field or court, and I can tell you parents, they're a sincere pleasure to have in their classroom, as they are model citizens in both the extracurricular and learning environments. In a year when our football program finished with a 5-5 regular season record and lost a heartbreaker in the waning seconds of the District 1 4A playoffs to Bishop Shanahan, our senior class always held their heads high and upheld the pride and integrity of our proud program through the many ups and downs of the 2024 football season. Because of this, I would like to applaud the 7 seniors who started and finished their careers as Pottsgrove football players. Those players are Tyler Birch, Bryce Caffrey, Riley Delp, Jimmy Piazza, Joey Quinter, Gabe Brinda, and Christian Tibbs. These 7 young men, I can assure you, are excellent role models and excellent leaders as well. While all these fine young men are deserving of this award, this year's winner stood out above all others. When this young man suffered an injury in the opening half of our season opener, he refused to let his teammates down and finished the game in obvious discomfort. During this game, we restricted him to one side of the ball and gave him the opportunity to pick which side he felt he'd be the most effective on. His answer was, whatever is best for the team, Coach. This answer didn't surprise me, as this was his customary answer during his 4 years with the program when anything was ever asked of him or from him. His selflessness was never more evident when he suffered a second injury against a rival pack opponent in a late season game. Not only did he help his replacement that day, but he did so for the remainder of the season without any push or prodding to do so from any member of the coaching staff. This act exemplifies what Pottsgrove football is all about. This young man is a true ambassador for Pottsgrove football and, more importantly, the Pottsgrove community. On a personal level, I will miss this young man more than I can express. But I know his shining legacy will always remain with our program. This year's Pottsgrove Falcon football Coaches Award winner is Riley Delp.
Coach Rusevich, golf.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Well, first of all, congratulations all to the senior athletes. You made it. You guys, great job. Congratulations. Thank you, parents, administration. Thank you to the Booster Club for hosting this event to recognize our wonderful seniors. Thank you to Keith and Andrea Mowry for sponsoring the golf award.
And thank you to Mr. Ansbach, Mrs. Winter, for the incredible work that you do to support our student athletes and the coaches. I would like to take this time to talk about one of the golf team's outstanding performers. Golf is a game of understanding many variables and making calculated decisions to set yourself up for success in the next shot. If you just go out there and swing for the fences, you're not going to have success. Trust me, I've tried it many times. The winner of the golf award this year understood that each and every shot of every match and every practice. While this athlete may have not always shot the score he was trying to achieve, he never let a bad shot or a bad score change his attitude and approach to the game. Having taught this student athlete in my science class, I know his determination and work ethic are going to take him very far in life. I am proud of the way he dedicated himself to the golf team despite being involved in many other extracurricular activities. The high school musical, he's a member of the band, he was a member of the Boy Scouts and made it to the top rank of Eagle Scout. But his passion and desire to become better at golf and everything else is what earned him this award. While he wasn't officially a team captain, he started and finished every match with our team's pump-up chant. This is not something that I determined, rather it was a badge of honor given to him by his teammates. This speaks to his ability to lead and inspire others. I'd like to welcome up to the stage for the Coaches Award for Golf, Michael Kaczynski.
Coach Crawford, girls soccer.
Hello, everybody. Coach Bill asked me to express his apologies and well wishes to all. He's out of state at a veterans event and not able to make it tonight, unfortunately. Bill and I would also like to thank the Pottsgrove Booster Club, Mr. Ansbach, and Mrs. Winter for their efforts in honoring the exceptional athletes of Pottsgrove High School. I have the privilege of celebrating Ella Smith. Some of Ella's soccer highlights at Pottsgrove include 4-year girls varsity starting goalkeeper. Ella was named to the Mercury All-Area Soccer Team 3 times, and she was named to the All-Pioneer Athletic Conference 3 times as well. One word that comes to mind when thinking of Ella on the soccer pitch is fearless, which is a vital trait as a goalkeeper. Coach Bill and I hope that you continue to be fearless in your soccer and scholastic journey at Elizabethtown College and your future career path as well. Congratulations to all of this evening's senior athletes, and good luck to all of you in your next chapters.
Coach Wachowski, boys soccer.
All right, first of all, I'd like to start off by thanking guys I coach with, Coach Grimm and Ethan. He's not here tonight, but for all the time you guys put in, thank you. Parents and players also, thank you guys. This year's Coaches Award goes to a player that demonstrates hard work, leadership, and determination. This player put the team above all and is a complete team player. This year's award goes to Evan Brogley.
Girls tennis, Coach Tellis.
All right, good evening. About the girls team this year, it was extremely young. We didn't have many seniors. We had a great group of young ladies who were excited to learn the game of tennis, and we can't wait to see what the future will bring with these young girls. Now to our Coaches Award recipient. This is one of 3 sisters that I've had the privilege to coach here at Pottsgrove. I think it's the last, unfortunately. She played singles for 3 years, and in tennis, unlike many of the other sports, it's very unique. When you're really good, you play the very best. And when you play the very best, success always doesn't come. So it's a sacrifice you make to make your team better, and Coach and I so appreciate it. Rachel Liliendahl is our Coaches Award recipient.
Matthew, good job. He can do it all. He can juggle, he can swim. Now he's PCTV's assistant. Coach Reinhardt, girls volleyball.
Okay. All right. I want to start off by saying it's a pleasure to be here this evening, and I want to thank the Booster Club, Mr. Ansbach, my assistant, and the parents for all they do for our student athletes. One of the cool things we were just remarking was all of the former students that we see coaching. So I would love to see some of you graduates come back and coach here someday. That would be awesome. So for volleyball, we had 6 seniors on our team this year, 5 of them who played for the team all 4 years of high school. It was a true joy to watch each and every one of them grow and learn the game over the years. And my message to this year's recipient of the Volleyball Coaches Award: your contributions go far beyond your athletic skills. You've inspired your teammates with your determination, your relentless work ethic, and your unwavering positivity. As you grew, you embraced your role as a leader, guiding your teammates with grace and confidence. Your journey has been remarkable, setting a high standard for dedication and teamwork. This athlete is a literal and figurative big sister and role model for so many of our younger athletes on the team. This player sets high expectations for herself and her teammates. Her confidence has become a beacon for her teammates, showing them the strength that comes from within. You've made an incredible mark on this team, and your legacy will live on. Maybe even be as memorable as Lizzie getting hit in the head. As you move forward, remember the lessons you've learned and the bonds you've formed. Keep pushing yourself, growing, and believing in your abilities. Thank you for everything that you've given to this team. Coach Marie, Coach Steve, and I are immensely proud of you. This athlete plans to attend Chatham University in the fall and will continue her volleyball career there in addition to her studies. I'm pleased to give the Girls Volleyball Coaches Award to Raylan Eisenhard.
So at this part of the ceremony, everybody that registered for tonight's events, and even those that didn't or came later, everybody receives a plaque for your service here at Pottsgrove Athletics. So we're going to call you up. We're going to walk across the stage. Mr. Coons is going to give you your plaque. Jane, we good to get pictures? We're going to get a quick picture, and then you'll return to your seat, and then we will go to the end of our program. So parents and student athletes, I will call the name, as in the way they registered, and the sports that they recorded for their playing experience here at the Grove. First, we have Blaine Bainbridge, sport of baseball. Garrett Bartasevich, football and lacrosse. Tyler Birch, football and track and field. Mia Bowman, cross country, winter track, track and field. Evan Brogley, soccer and tennis. Bryce Caffrey, football, wrestling, and lacrosse. Jess Carroll, soccer, basketball, and track and field. Dana Clancy, swimming. Jake Coburn, boys lacrosse. Angelina Dela Cruz, track and field. Riley Delp, football. Jenica Dopwell, softball. Michaela Ekman, basketball and softball. You working out right? Raylyn Eisenhart, volleyball. Brad Gibson Jr., track and field and tennis. Nate Gillen, wrestling and track and field. Avery Gleason, volleyball, bowling, and softball. Allison Hakes, field hockey, winter track, and track and field. Corey Herbsled, golf and bowling. Corinne Hudak, soccer, unified bocce, and unified track and field. Michael Kaczynski, golf and bowling. Am I going too fast? Isabel Curlin, cross country and track and field. Nathan Kratz, swimming and boys tennis. Kennedy Kroc, swimming. Liam Lappick, soccer and unified track. Rachel Liliendahl, girls tennis. Nicole Lockey, volleyball and unified track and field. Gianni Lopez, field hockey. Luke Makins, football and lacrosse. Adia Mapp, cross country, winter track and field, and spring track and field. Elena Mapp, cross country, winter track, and spring track and field. Baxter Malk, winter track and field and spring track and field. Lizzie McAllister, volleyball, bowling, softball. Duwadi Machuki, soccer, swimming, spring track and field. Thomas Miller, golf and lacrosse. Samantha Moholland, tennis and lacrosse. Megan Neeson, cross country manager, basketball, unified bocce, and unified track and field. Trevor Knoll, tennis manager, bowling, and softball manager. McKenna Parker, cheerleading in the fall, cheerleading in the winter. Congratulations, McKenna. Dustin Pino, baseball. Let him know about his class, Dustin Pino. I don't think you have one for Pino. Jason Peters, cross country, winter track, spring track and field. I don't know if we have, I think you registered late. We have one coming for you. We have one coming for you. Kayla Petrie, soccer. Athena Theanese, winter track and spring track. Jimmy Piazza, football, unified bocce, unified track and field. Damian Pallaway, wrestling and lacrosse. Bailey Peischer, soccer, bowling, softball. Joey Quinter, football, track and field. Katie Ragazzino, field hockey, winter track and spring track. Bailey Richard, field hockey, swimming. Gabriel Rinda, football, basketball, and baseball. Hannah Schmuck, track and field. Ricky Scott, baseball. Ryan Smith, soccer. Ella Smith, soccer. Emily Sorg, soccer, bowling, and lacrosse. Ryan Stoy, tennis. Brianna Thorm, soccer. Christian Tibbs, football. Azir Trammell, winter track and spring track and field. Freddie Vasquez, wrestling. Emily Wallace Sutton, unified bocce and unified track and field. Matthew Walmsley, swimming and tennis. Carissa Yerger, field hockey. And Amber Zawizlak, winter track and spring track and field. I hope that's everybody. At this time, I would like to bring up John Ryan McMenamin, 2022 graduate, to present the Coach John C. McMenamin for the Love of the Game Award.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, good evening, everybody. My name is John Ryan McMenamin. I am here on behalf of Jerry Thompson and the Thompson family to present the Coach John J. McMenamin for the Love of the Game Award. It is a privilege to be here before all of you to honor my late father and present this award to two very worthy individuals. John McMenamin was a compassionate, dedicated, and widely respected father, husband, youth coach, and community member before his sudden and tragic death from a heart attack on November 7th, 2020. Coach John, as he was known to young athletes of Pottsgrove Little League and LPAA basketball, served for decades as a model of citizenship, integrity, and selflessness in these roles, leaving a long-lasting impression on the lives of countless youth and families from the Pottsgrove community. My father, Coach John, was a tireless advocate for young athletes who had a passion for their sport and their team. He recognized individuals that not only displayed strong work ethic, but emulated what it means to be a teammate and a friend. Coach John, realizing there was much more to sports than simply winning and losing, would use unconventional tools, strategies, and philosophies to teach important life skills such as sportsmanship, resilience, and persistence. He taught athletes the significance of always striving to do their best in their sport. Coach John never lost sight of the necessity to keep young people engaged and interested in this sport for years to come. While his methods and approach were different from a majority of youth coaches who favored the sadly traditional and predominant philosophy of winning at all costs, fellow coaches and members of the community witnessed the impact of my father's efforts and has soon adopted similar styles and purposes. I'm beyond proud to say that my dad's legacy lives on in this Pottsgrove community. The Coach John J. McMenamin for the Love of the Game Award was created to recognize Pottsgrove High School athletes from the senior class who exemplify the qualities of passion, sportsmanship, and commitment, and team spirit that Coach John valued all his life. In short, the student athletes receiving this award have the unmistakable characteristic of playing for the love of the game. I'm proud to present the Coach John J. McMenamin for the Love of the Game Award to this year's recipients, Jimmy Piazza and Bailey Peischer.
Next, Mr. Coons, the Ray Goffis Volunteer Award.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's an honor every year to present the Ray Goffis Award. We created this award, I think, like 4 years ago to kind of honor someone that's a supporter of Pottsgrove athletics. I know the award banquet is really about the seniors, but as we said earlier tonight, it's also about the parents and all the people behind Pottsgrove athletics that allow our seniors to be successful. So it is with great pride that I stand before you tonight to honor a remarkable duo. We usually give the Ray Goffis Award to an individual for excellence, but we couldn't separate these two people from each other. When speaking about these individuals, one coach shared, in times of need, they're always the beacon of hope. Another remarked, their tireless efforts in fundraising have significantly boosted our program resources over the last 4 years. From organizing fundraisers to pouring their heart into every initiative, they have been instrumental during senior nights and beyond, always extending a helping hand for the betterment of our programs. Their commitment extends beyond the children's individual sports, as they've been a force of support for the Booster Club, volunteering at events and championing the Booster Club with unmatched enthusiasm. For 4 years, they have been the embodiment of the Booster Club spirit. It is my distinct honor to bestow the Goffis Award upon a team that has become a lifeblood of Pottsgrove athletics, Marie and Dave Ekman. So come down and get your reward. Yeah, I have the next Falcon. Right? Yeah. I'll come down and take a picture.
Mr. Coons is also going to stay up here for our Falcon Award presentation.
Okay, we're getting to the end of the night, the big awards. So the Falcon Awards were created way before my time in the Pottsgrove Booster Club. What they've done, we created the Falcon Awards to recognize an athlete that may not necessarily be the MVP of sports, but someone that exhibits sportsmanship, dedication, resilience, and is really a model person that lives those Falcon values. So our Female Falcon Award this year is reserved for an individual whose achievements have transcended the scoreboard. This year's reception has not only been named to multiple All-Pac teams and propelled her teams into district championships, but she's also distinguished herself through her exemplary leadership. Her coaches speak of her with admiration, highlighting her role as a mentor to incoming athletes, her quiet confidence, and her uncanny ability to deliver when the stakes are high. Her leadership shines both on the field and in the academic arena. Where she excels with the precision and dedication on the field, this will undoubtedly help her when she becomes a surgeon one day. Yet there's one more accolade before I announce who the name is that demands our attention, and is testament to her skill and tenacity. With an outstanding 500 strikeouts in her high school career, she has not only set a benchmark, but has also inspired pride in all of us. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I announce that Michaela Ekman is this year's Lady Falcon Award winner. The Ekman family can party tonight. They got 2 awards. Okay, it is my privilege to stand before you today to present the Male Falcon Award. It's a distinction that celebrates not only academic excellence, but also the character and dedication of our student athlete. This year's award recipient is a young man who embodies the very essence of what it means to be a Falcon. Described by his coaches as a model of hard work, respect, and motivation, he consistently exceeds expectations in every endeavor. His quiet leadership and relentless pursuit of perfection in his craft have earned him the admiration of teammates and coaches alike. On the wrestling mat, his achievements are nothing short of remarkable. He's had 67 career wins and multiple selections to first team All-Frontier division. He has also been honored repeatedly as the best wrestler at the Battle of the Border, representing Pottsgrove against Pottstown. But his talents stem beyond the wrestling match. In the field of track and field, he also soared to impressive heights in the pole vault, securing an 8th place finish at the recent PAC championships, which is a testament to his versatility and academic ability. It is with great pride that I announce that Nate Gillen is the 2024 winner.
Okay, we're up for the Outstanding Male and Female Athlete of the Year. The Athlete of the Year honors are awarded to the top male and female athlete as voted on by our coaches. Each recipient receives a trophy and a $150 check. The awards are sponsored by the Goffis family in honor of the late Ray Goffis, who was one of the founding members of the Pottsgrove Athletic Booster Club. As a Pottsgrove alumni, nothing gave him more joy than celebrating Pottsgrove athletics. I have been told even when he could no longer walk, he would drive to our football games and park in the spot right outside the stadium that was saved for him to allow him to watch our games. Mr. Goffis would have loved this year's male and female athletes of the year compete in scholastic athletics over their high school careers. First, he would have loved them because they are versatile and play multiple sports. They are individuals who put their teammates before themselves, make everyone around them better, and constantly have a smile on their face. They are both true competitors who lead by example. The hard work, character, and leadership that they displayed on a constant basis drove their individual and team performances to new heights. This year's Female Athlete of the Year was a 3-sport athlete. One of her coaches described her as an all-around team player who leads by example. One who respects the game, but is a fierce competitor that strives for success. Another coach described her as a consistent force, and her teammates all looked up to her as a leader. This Female Athlete of the Year is a captain who succeeded in the sports of volleyball, bowling, and softball. She has earned 11 varsity letters in her career, has made the PAC All-Division First Team 3 times in the sport of softball and Second Team once in the sport of volleyball. She has also qualified for the bowling regional championships the last 2 seasons. More importantly, she was an all-academic recipient in the sport of volleyball this year and carries a 4.16 GPA in the classroom. She will be attending Misericordia University to continue her athletic career playing softball. This year's Female Athlete of the Year, Avery Gleason. This year's Male Athlete of the Year was described by one of his coaches as electrifying, doing things on the field that he has not seen in literally 2 decades. This student athlete was a selfless player. He would literally throw his body on the line and had a willingness to put the team above all. When opposing coaches would game plan against the teams he played on, opponents made sure to communicate and emphasize, "You better know where number 1 is at all times." He has earned 10 varsity letters in his career in the sports of football, wrestling, and lacrosse. He has been named to the PAC First Team All-Frontier Division 5 times and Second Team once. And this past fall was the 2023 Pioneer Athletic Conference Frontier Division Two-Way Player of the Year in the sport of football. Our male MVP, Bryce Caffrey.
Okay, that concludes all our awards for the night.